Hey folks, welcome back to the sugarbush. It is day 2. I'm finally getting to the spot where I can actually start tapping. So, right here beside me, I don't know how much of this you can see. Right there, that black fitting on the end is a stubby. And I'm going to tap the tree and drive an adapter in it that actually has a valve in it, and then I'm going to put this into that adapter, and that'll be the first tree for us tapped this spring. So let me find a spot to put you guys down, and we'll commence to having some fun. Alright, now that we've got everything squared away with the GoPro, I'm getting ready to drill. And if you look at the end of the drill, I'll put a piece of tubing in here so I can only go 1.5 inches deep, and it'll stop at that point. I don't need to go any deeper than that. So what I need to do is find myself a spot that hasn't been tapped, and I can see a spot right here was last year's tap, and there's one that's already grown over. So I want to stay away from those two areas, and ideally I want to make sure that I'm not 6 inches above and 6 inches below and a couple inches left and right of that hole, of any of the holes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tap right here. So I've got this at a little bit of an angle. I don't want it to go straight in, I want just a little bit, and that's what we're going to do. And it's as simple as that. And if I was a genius, I play one on TV, but not in the sugar woods. That's a 5/16 hole. I'm going to keep tapping until I hear that change, and it went ka-thunk instead of a high-pitched sound. So our first tap is in. Yay! Time to celebrate. Whip out the pancakes. Oh wait, sap's not running yet. Oh well. So much for that idea. I'm going to get things adjusted, and I'm going to put some more taps in. It is right now, it's 4:20 in the afternoon. So the sun has just about gone down over the mountain behind me, and I know sunset's at actually 4:55. In the woods it always seems like it's earlier. But anyways, we're going to get some taps in today. Maybe 10, maybe more, maybe less. We'll get it all figured out here very shortly. So one of the things I forgot to mention when I was doing this, one of the things that you want to take into account is where the sun comes from. So behind the camera is west, south. The sun is literally setting directly behind me. That's east, south, west. I'm in the woods and I can't even figure out what I'm doing. So I can see last year's tap. I think I'm going to put it right here. You guys remind me to pick up that hammer, okay? When you go in with these things, in with the drill, you want to make sure you're going straight in and straight back out. You do not want to wobble. If you wobble, you know, like the weevils do, if you wobble, you'll egg shape your hole. Doesn't sound all that bad, except we're on a vacuum system, and the vacuum system will pull air. And that's not what we want. There's that ka-thunk that we thought we needed to hear. I'll pick you up through the woods to Grandma's house to right here. You guys don't want to stand still. You act like you're drunk. You guys been drinking again? Am I causing a drinking problem for you guys? So you can see all kinds of taps. And this one right here did not follow the 6 inches. It's close, but it's only about 4. So it looks like it's been tapped right there. I'll put the tap down here. Slight angle. Straight in, straight out. Thought I put taps in here. Oh, there's the adapter. There's that ka-thunk. And yes, I know that I'm doing it differently than I did before. Just wanted to see if it was going to sound any different. There we go. Before I go any further, let's see if I've got any more adapters. Another one. That's keys. There we go. Now I've got on this next one down here, I actually have 3 drop lines, but I noticed one of the drop lines down here is just full of crud, so I'm going to tap the other 2. Yep, I'm going to tap the other 2. And this one is right here in the middle. Up here by the T is full of crud. So I'm actually going to mark that one. And I'm going to come back and replace that drop line. The T and the drop line both. There was last year. Let's say anywhere in here. There's one right there. If you happen to drill it, and instead of white wood coming out, it's a different color, gray, black, that means you've hit a damaged area, and you're best to not put your taps in there. Second. Let's see where we're going with this. Gonna put this one over here. driving your taps in. You don't have to be He-Man or the Incredible Hulk or anything like that. Just tap it in until you hear the sound of it change and then stop. And on this one, do two things here. Number one, I'm going to mark it with pink tape. Mark around the tree so that I can see it even better from a distance. And I already took the adapter off from this. If I hadn't taken the adapter off, I would have put that into the T. It's designed with the adapter to fit into the T, so when you turn your vacuum system on to do the first check, you won't be pulling air and therefore not pulling the vacuum. Alright, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out so far, and that's where we're going to end tonight, because it's going to take me 10-15 minutes to get back to the truck. But so the end of day 2, and we have 5 taps out. 995 left to go. Hope you guys are keeping track, keeping score at home, and I'll be back tomorrow.